Hi guys, good afternoon. So I'm going to do part 4 of how to copy trade on Exness. I didn't want to do it because these are the things you figure out on your own, but I've discovered that it will take you time, so I'm just going to take you through it. So I used to wonder why they promote such people where you see MS Flower, like you can open, then they are there. I don't know why I was not reading that these are the best, like the ones who gave best returns in 3 months. Yeah. So if you like the history and all, you copy them. So today I want to talk about equity and how it affects your account. So there are two things. The first thing you know from other videos is if you put money that is the same with someone you're copying. For example, if we open this person and it's delaying to load, but let's assume, okay, right, they have 826 US dollars. If you put 226 US dollars also to copy them, you'll get the same exact amount they are getting. Which means if we go on orders here on closed, if they get this $7.21, you also get it. If they get $12.55, you get it. Why? Because your equity is the same. But there are people who go on to put, let's say, 1,000 US dollars on this 800. You start getting more than what is getting, depending on the percentage that you have exceeded with. So maybe if he has gotten 721, yours might be 8, 9, or 10 that you'll get, depending on the percentage that you have exceeded with, right? So there's this strategy I used to know when I was new. The guy had put 112 US dollars, but then every day he was just getting cents, like 25 cents, 50 cents. If he has done good that day, he would get 75 cents. But to my surprise, he was being copied by very many people, like very many people. So I was still new and I was wondering, so you mean these people only want cents? No. What they do on that person is, I mean, if you are consistently getting cents every day, there is an assurance that you are not going to lose your account, right? But you are going to give small profit daily. So people would copy these accounts with big accounts. Remember, it's a 120 US dollar account or 112. Sometimes it was 112. So someone might copy that with a 10,000 or with a 20,000 US dollar account. So now you will calculate the percentage at which they've gone up with, right? So when he gets that 25 cents to a big account, that is some tangible money. You might discover that someone is getting $12 there, $25, depending on how big the account is. So personally, I did not follow that person because I was having small equity and I did not understand what was happening. But we also have such people in Exness, so you just have to look for them. I think you get now where equity is taking us, right? So if you put lower than, you see it's 826, let's say you put 400, 413, right, which is half if I'm correct. You get half of what this person is getting. I think that one you understand. So now we have a problem where people think that when you copy someone, for example, I'm copying crypto legend here. If he gives me a dollar as a profit, um, I think that that dollar has been reinvested in this investment. But no, every time someone gives you profits, you're supposed to reinvest that profit so that you move at the same pace. So if this person with 846 gives you 826 gives you $12, and then you don't reinvest that $12, it means his next trade will be more than yours, because already his equity is above yours. So Exness deals with invested equity. So you should make sure that every time you are trading, or every time they are trading for you, you are reinvesting. If you want to move with a trader, you are reinvesting. Don't leave your investments for a week without reinvesting them back. If you do that, it means the more they are trading, the more you are getting less than what you are supposed to get. So always, it's only that now it's weekend, I haven't gotten anything. But I was going to show you, when I get something, it will, where it's saying 0%, it will show you the percentage that you have gotten and the money that you have gotten. So you go to the investment, then you stop copying. If you stop copying, it will come back to money that is in the account. Then you recopy. Let me stop this one. But you understand that I haven't yet gotten anything from this, but I'm just showing you what to do. So if you have stopped copying, all the profits will be in the account. Then you go back again and say create investment. Then you put the amount. I want to put all of it, 16. Then from here you would have started to copy with the profits included, right? So um yeah, I think you know this setup. I explained it in the last video of how it will show when you've copied someone. So this is what you should constantly be doing. But then, especially those people in Africa, if your network is poor, sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes, it would delay to show you open orders. Never close an investment when it's still open. When it's still trading, let it reach the maximum end that the trader wants you to go, then you close. So every time when you come to check how much you have gotten, give your app some time to load so that you know if it's still open or not. Sometimes, since you don't have maybe time to wait, you go on closed. If he gave you an amount that you are seeing up on closed, and he has taken the percentage that he's supposed to take, this one I think it takes 30%, right? If he has taken his 30% and you are sure that you are seeing it on closed, this is when you can stop copying. Yeah, this is when you can stop copying, and then you recopy again. That's if you want to recopy. If you want to withdraw, it's the same process. If you can't withdraw without stop copying, you have to stop copying, then you withdraw. So we have also a problem. I don't know if you know how robots work. There are people who are trading with robots, where he connects a robot to the system. Robots don't stop. Robots don't. Okay, it depends. Some make them stop, but a robot, if it's not stopped, it doesn't stop. It can trade the whole day. Like this one. This thing doesn't stop. If I tell you, every time it's opening strategies, opening. Then once in a while they stop. Right. In this case, you are not supposed to close your to reinvest, to stop the trade and reinvest, because if you stop, it's going to open some positions when you are not there. When you are trying to reinvest, then it's opening some. So in this case, you just leave until you reach a time where they have stopped, then you reinvest, because you will miss some entries, right? Now with robots, since robots enter anyhow and they work with structure, they don't read news. Okay, these days they are saying they are trying to produce robots that are connected to AI so that they produce better results. But I feel like it's still hard, and if they are there, they are not yet perfect. And maybe they are there, but I don't know. But they are trying to do a robot that will scout around for news, will scout around for the value of the the pair that you are trading, then it will combine it with the structure of the market, then it will open trades. I don't know if that is still possible. What I know is the ones we have are for structure. They start the candles. This candle is closed, this one is open, this one is from the structure of this, the structure is changed, and it opens trades and closes some. That's how robot works. But now remember, sometimes news does not have anything to do with structure. Like structure can be there and there's a spike. A lot of things affects the market. So the robot cannot be 100% perfect. Most robots are from 70% to 60% to 50% accurate. It's hard to get a robot that is 80 and 90%, even 100%. I've never seen such. So when you are working with robots, accept losses. Losses are there because some of the things are not planned to just happen. But then since it always opens trades, you'll find out that on the 10 trades it opened a day, 7 were correct. So at the end of the day, you end up with profits, but sometimes there are losses. Like you can have 2 days with losses. Let me show you the statistics of this robot. This is 3 months. Let me go to 1 month. You see, sometimes it goes down, sometimes it goes up, but at the end of the day, profits are there. Like you see, in a month it made 178%. In a week, 19%. In a day, they haven't traded today. Um, in 3 months, you see, some points are up, some points are down. If you go to equity, you see what I mean in 3 months. There are some drops that are influenced by withdrawing. Withdraw is that blue circle. So when you withdraw, the graph drops to the level of the money that you have, right? But there are some drops I think you are seeing that have nothing to do with withdraw. Like here, I think you can see here when it was had 1,315, then it dropped to 376. Imagine. So when you are opening or when you're in the trade, you are like, yo, I think I'm dead. But see the recovery now. It went back, it recovered. There's no sign of deposit here. They didn't load any money. It's just the robot doing its things. So if you start committing to robots, be patient. Be patient. But they are good. They are good. Though it's also possible to make losses with a robot. Like it's possible to lose an account, right? But if you have studied its history, everything, and you like it, then you can stick to it. I think you can see this rise now from 1,622 all the way to 2,792. So if a robot has caught something, then it is, right? So another thing I didn't talk about is if you see strategies like this one, where it's saying strategy is unavailable. If you read here, they will tell you that it's because of equity. So what happens is these people, they trade and they get copied and they take commission from people who are copying until their profits have exceeded 50,000 US dollars. So if you do that on Exness, they'll stop people from copying you, like more people from copying you, until you withdraw that 50,000. So that is when you can see when they're saying strategy unavailable. So if you were copying this person and they've given you profits, you cannot reinvest when it's still saying strategy unavailable, because they are not allowing new people to copy. So even if they've given you profits, you have to wait for this strategy unavailable to go, then you quickly either you're withdrawing, either you're reinvesting before they again say strategy unavailable. You get. um so now in robots you have two things. You have positions that are not stopping. They can open positions like for a full week without allowing you to withdraw or reinvest. Sometimes also if they have many people copying them, then it will also say strategy unavailable when the percentage they are getting from people has reached 50,000. So put that in mind. If you make a mistake of stopping your investment, it means you might wait for a week or two without copying that person, right? So take note of that. Right, then there is also this thing that we use. In copy trading, they record the amount of time that someone has spent in copy trading. Uh, you discover that someone has had 24 months trading, someone has spent 1 year, someone 3 months, someone a month, right? It will show you how long the strategy has been there. So, it's most likely that people who started trading long time ago, you find that someone has 3 years without losing an account. That might mean that that person is stable. Like you can rely on that person, right? New investments are there. You can, try copying new investments, but then um, they haven't proved that they can sustain an account for 6 months, for 3 months, for a year. You get. This one is showing that this strategy started in 31 October 2025. Yes. Though this guy has been there for a long time now. Yeah, but he sometimes creates, strategies, new strategies. So let me search and see if there's any strategy I can get for you that shows that it has stayed for some while. Yes, you see this EZ signals. It started in 20 January 2023. And from that time, he has just been moving. You can click on YTD to see how he has been trading ever since he started. You see, he never stopped. He's just moving. Let's go to equity. You see, that's how he's been trading. So if you like how he has been in all these years, from 3 to 26, you copy if you like it. Right? You just check his history, check his everything. If you like it, then you copy. This video has gone up to almost 20 minutes, so I'm going to stop here. If there is anything more I will add, I will then create number 5. Yeah, part 5. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you like it for more.